In this video, we're going to talk about adding and subtracting polynomials. If we look at this first example, it says to simplify the expression, then to write your answer in standard form. So since we're just asked to add here with that plus sign, we can really just ignore these parentheses here. We're not distributing or multiplying or subtracting or anything like that. So we can just treat it as if the parentheses weren't there. And kind of the goal here is to really just look for like terms. And when I say like terms, I mean things with similar exponents. So the x cubed and the x cubed here, the x squared and the x squared. Or and the last one's the constants. So if I'm looking at this, I have a 2x cubed and a negative 3x cubed. I also have a 4x squared and an 8x squared. And then lastly, I have a 5 and a negative 7. So to add these, I'm just going to go piece by piece. I'm going to do the 2x cubed and then plus a negative 3x cubed, which will give me a negative x cubed or a negative 1x cubed. I just choose not to write the 1 there. And then our next piece, the 4x squared plus the 8x squared. 8 plus 4 is 12, so that's going to be plus 12x squared. And then our last piece here is the 5 plus a negative 7, or 5 minus 7, which gives us a negative 2. So from this point, we would want to check to see if it's in standard form. Standard form is from the highest power all the way down to the lowest power. Since this goes x cubed, x squared, and then no power, that's in standard form. And so all we would do at this point is just make sure we circle our answer. Alright, this next question asks us to do the same thing, simplify the expression and write your answer in standard form. The only difference is this subtraction sign. This is, in a sense, like negative 1 times all of that. So we're going to multiply all of this by a negative 1. I'm going to write out my first expression, this 2x cubed plus 4x squared plus 5. And then instead of it being a negative 3x cubed, I'm going to multiply that by a negative 1. So that'll give me a plus 3x cubed. And then negative times the positive 8x squared will give me a negative 8x squared. And then a negative times a negative will give me a positive, so a positive 7 at the end. And then we're essentially going to do the same thing we did in the last problem. We're just going to look for like terms, things that have the same powers. So we've got our 2x cubed and a 3x cubed. We've got a 4x squared and a negative 8x squared. And we've got a 5 and a 7. So from there, we can just combine our like terms. I'll do the x cubes first. So 2x cubed plus 3x cubed is 5x cubed. Let me fix that. Sorry about that. So 5x cubed. And then 4x squared minus 8x squared. So 4 minus 8 will be a negative 4, and then we'll have an x squared. And then 5 plus 7 will give me a plus 12. And again, we'll just check to make sure that's in standard form. That goes 3 and 2 and then no power. And so at that point, we could just simply circle our answers.